Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to prepare something so different. Can you guess what we are cooking today? Well, if you cannot guess, I'll let the cat out of the bag. So today we are going to prepare groundnut soup. Somebody was asking me, how can you use groundnut to cook soup? I said, well, if you don't know, that means you have been missing something so yummy. So on the table, we have what it takes to prepare groundnut soup. So this is our groundnut. It has been fried, every dirt picked out of the groundnut. I'm using 2 cups. This is our meat. I'm using goat meat, beef, and kanda, cow skin. I'm using dry catfish and smoked mackerel. This is my dry prawn. I picked the dirt out of it, washed it with hot water to take out the sand. This is dry crayfish, our chopped onions, salt to taste, my bouillon cube. I'm going to use Dawadawa to make it a bit spicy. It's optional. I'm going to use the leaf, which is bitter leaf. I've already washed it. Then I'm going to add just some handful of scent leaf to give it another taste. You can see I have enough pepper here because I like my groundnut soup to be a bit hot. That is why I have more pepper here. So this is our onions I'm going to grind with the pepper and our Dawadawa. Then I have my periwinkle washed very well. It's optional. Our oil. So I don't know if I've mentioned the salt. This is the salt we are going to use for taste. So cook with me. I'm just going to blend the pepper, the onions, and the Dawadawa first. I wash the Dawadawa to take out the sand if there's any. So I put everything in the blender now. Put a little bit of water so that you don't hang the blender machine. I'm done blending the pepper and the onions. I'll pour it out, then blend the groundnut. I'm adding my groundnut now. Put enough water that will enable the blade to spin. If not, it won't blend well. And if you put too much water, it will not be okay. You can see I didn't add enough water, so it's making the blade not to move. I've just added some more water. I'll put on the gas and the pot is on the fire. I just want to allow the water to dry before I add in the oil. The pot is dry now, so I'll just add in 3 cooking spoons of oil. I'll allow it to heat up a bit before I add in my onions. So if you are wondering how you use groundnut to prepare soup, just ride with me. So I'm adding the onions now. Allow it to fry for like 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I'm adding my blended pepper, onions, and dawadawa. Dawadawa is optional if you don't like it, but it adds flavor to your soup. Back in the days when there was no Maggi, our grandmother used to use dawadawa to cook. So I'll allow this to cook for like 2 minutes. I'll cover the pot and allow it to cook for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, this is what I got. The tomatoes and onions are okay now. So I'll add in our blended groundnuts. When blending the groundnut, allow it to be very smooth. If not, your soup will be all seed. So I'm adding the blended groundnut now. You stir very well. You can see. You stir very well to combine so that the oil will enter into the groundnut and your soup won't be white. So after stirring very well, I'll cover the pot and allow it to cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. And I'll come back. Here, I'll add in my meat. I'm adding in my meat, the fish, the prawn, crayfish, and I'm adding in the meat stock. So now I'll adjust a bit. If I need to add more water, I'm going to add more water. I'm adding just 1 bouillon cube because of the dawadawa. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to bring it up. You can see our groundnut soup. You have to stir so it doesn't get burnt at the bottom of your pot if you're not using a non-stick pot to cook. At this point, you have to reduce the heat a bit so it will cook very well. Then I'll cover the pot to cook for 5 minutes before I come back. Yay! See our groundnut soup coming up. Man, I love the face of this soup. Very, very yummy. So I'll just add the periwinkle now. Periwinkle is optional. I'll add it now to cook. Then after some seconds, I'll add our vegetables, then salt, then we are good to go. So I'm adding the vegetable. This is our washed bitter leaf. You have to wash the bitter leaf very, very well. Then just little scent leaf to give it another taste. When I stir it, I'll just add the salt. Then we are good to go. I'll turn off the gas. See our groundnut soup. If you have followed me to this point, please share, like, and subscribe. Like I always say, gently add your salt so you don't put too much. Then if it's not enough, you keep adding till you get what you want. So I'll just check for the taste now. Our soup is ready. Salt is okay, pepper is okay. Like I said, I need a bit spicy and hot, and that is what I just have here. So I'm just going to turn off the gas now and go and make my gari. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.